Hello students, welcome to physics class. In today's lecture, we'll continue with the concept of conductance and conductivity. It is lecture 2 of chapter 3. In the previous lecture, we had studied about resistance and resistivity. Today, we will start with conductance and conductivity. The conductance is denoted by capital G and conductivity by sigma. So first of all, let us start with conductance. It measures the ease with which electric charge flows through the material. It is reciprocal of resistance. Students, we had seen that resistance measures the opposition to the flow of current, and conductance, as it is reciprocal of resistance, it measures the ease with which charge flows through the material or current flows through the material. So G is equal to 1 upon R. If we talk about SI unit will be ohm inverse, or it can be written as mho, or it can be written as Simon. Conductivity is the reciprocal of resistivity. जैसे resistance का reciprocal conductance है, ऐसे ही resistivity का reciprocal क्या है? Conductivity. Sigma is equal to 1 by rho. SI unit ohm inverse, meter inverse, or it can be written as mho or meter inverse, or Simon meter inverse. The another parameter that we will study is current density. It is defined as the amount of charge flowing per second through a unit area held normal to the direction of flow of charge at that point. What do we mean by it? It is, again we will read the statement, it is defined as the amount of charge flowing per second through a unit area. Amount of charge flowing per second means we are talking about current. So it represents current passing through a unit area. The area should be held normal to the direction of current. तो यहाँ अगर आप देखेंगे first diagram, here area is held normal to the direction of current. So in this case, the current density is given as current upon area. So it can be written as J is equal to I by A. लेकिन अगर एरिया परपेंडिकुलर ना हो तो हम क्या करेंगे? See here in that case, we'll take the normal component, we'll take the component of area vector in the direction of current. What is A vector A? Vector A क्या represent करता है? इसका एरिया वेक्टर. तो अगर ये नॉर्मल नहीं है, अगर फर्स्ट केस में ये नॉर्मल था तो एरिया वेक्टर और आई दोनों हमारे पास क्या थे? इन दी सेम डायरेक्शन. लेकिन इस केस में क्योंकि एरिया नॉर्मल नहीं है तो एरिया वेक्टर इज मेकिंग एन एंगल थीटा विद आई. तो इस केस में हम क्या करेंगे? विल टेक द नॉर्मल कॉम्पोनेंट ऑफ दिस एरिया वेक्टर एंड द नॉर्मल कॉम्पोनेंट कम्स आउट टू बी ए cos थीटा. सो J is equal to I by A cos theta. It is clear that if area is held normal, then we will take directly J as I by A. If it is not normal to the direction of current, then we will take J as I upon A cos theta. What is A cos theta? A cos theta is the component in the direction of electric current. Next one is J is equal to, we had proved that I is equal to J into A, or I is equal to J into A into cos theta. Since it is represented in terms of cos theta, so I can be written as J dot A. J dot A अगर हम इसको ओपन करेंगे तो हमने पढ़ा है A dot B क्या होता है? मॉडुलस ऑफ A मॉडुलस ऑफ B into cos theta. तो J dot A को अगर हम ओपन करते हैं डॉट प्रोडक्ट तो हमारा क्या आंसर आएगा? J into A into cos theta, जिसको हम J dot A लिखते हैं. अब यहाँ से हम एक चीज और भी देख सकते हैं. सिंस I is the dot product of two vector quantities, so we'll say that current is a scalar quantity. Current कैसे लिख रहे हैं हम? J dot A. It is the product of two vector, dot product of two vector. और dot product कैसा product होता है? Scalar product. See here, if the current density is not uniform, in that case how will evaluate I? In that case I is evaluated as J dot ds, integral of J dot ds over the integration S. Over the integration S. So I is equal to J dot ds integral of S. We can take it as the flux of current density. Next is SI unit of current density. SI unit of current density is ampere per meter square. और see here एम्पियर पर मीटर हम कैसे लिख रहे हैं? बिकॉज J इज इक्वल टू I बाय A. यूनिट ऑफ I क्या होगा? करंट. और A का यूनिट क्या होगा? मीटर स्क्वायर. सो आंसर विल बी एम्पियर पर मीटर स्क्वायर. नाउ स्टूडेंट्स विल रिप्रेजेंट Ohm's law in vector form. In our last lecture we had studied Ohm's law, that Ohm's law is equal to V is equal to IR. अब अगर हम ओम्स लॉ का इस फॉर्म पर कंसंट्रेट करते हैं, V is a scalar quantity, I is a scalar quantity and R is a scalar quantity. So we'll convert this scalar form into vector form, or we'll represent this scalar form into vector form. How? See here, V is equal to IR, or you can say V is equal to I. We are putting the value of R. R is equal to rho L by A. What is R? R is the resistance offered to the flow of current. See here in this diagram, suppose we are having a piece of conductor of length L and a battery is connected across it, which is providing the potential difference of V volt. So it means we can say that how much electric field is applied across the ends of conductor is E is equal to V upon L. So we'll put the value of V here. E into L is equal to I rho L by A. L gets cancelled. So E by rho is equal to I by A. Students, we had seen that I by A is equal to J. सो J इज इक्वल टू E बाय रो. या तो आप ये भी लिख सकते हैं वेक्टर फॉर्म, या आप इसे कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं इन द फॉर्म ऑफ कंडक्टिविटी. हाउ? J इज इक्वल टू E इंटू वन बाय रो. E बाय रो को हम कैसे लिख रहे हैं? E इंटू वन बाय रो, और वन बाय रो क्या होता है? कंडक्टिविटी. सो J इज इक्वल टू सिग्मा E. From this vector form we can say that the direction of J is same as direction of electric field. Next one is classification of material on the basis of resistivity. This you know that materials on the basis of conductivity or resistivity can be classified either as conductors, insulators or semiconductors. Conductors, the materials which conduct electric current well, which allow the electric current to pass through them, or which offers negligible resistance to the flow of current. मीन्स इनका जो रेजिस्टेंस होगा, रेजिस्टिविटी होगी रादर, सिंस वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट दी मटेरियल, सो वी शुड टॉक इन टर्म्स ऑफ रेजिस्टिविटी फर्स्ट. सो रेजिस्टिविटी लाइज in the range of 10 to the power minus 8 ohm meter to 10 to the power minus 6 ohm meter. Next one, insulators, we don't allow electric current to pass to them, or you can say which offers high resistance to the flow of current, or which have high resistivity, and it is of the order of 10 to the power 14 ohm meter to 10 to the power 16 ohm meter. And third one is semiconductor, materials whose resistivity lies in between the conductors and insulators. That is why these are called semiconductors, and their conductivity or resistivity lies in the range of 10 to the power minus 6 ohm meter to 10 to the power 4 ohm meter. An example of semiconductor, conductors and insulators, you know, in case of conductors, if we talk, then all metals are good conductor of electricity. If we talk about the examples of insulators, then glass, plastic, rubber, these are examples of insulators. And semiconductor, you know, germanium and silicon, these are semiconductor materials. Type of common commercial resistor. In this chapter we are talking about the resistor which show resistance. So of which material or how the resistors are made up of, or what are the various types of commercial resistor. The commercial resistors which are used commonly, these are of two types: wire bound resistor and carbon resistor. Wire bound resistor is made up of winding the wire of an alloy like manganese and constant or nichrome on insulating base. See here, what do we mean by this resistor? Suppose in a circuit we want to provide the resistance of 5 ohm. अगर हम किसी इलेक्ट्रिक सर्किट में 5 ohm का रेजिस्टेंस इंट्रोड्यूस करना चाहते हैं, इट मीन्स हमें वहाँ पर एक रेजिस्टर लगाना पड़ेगा. अब वो रेजिस्टर किस चीज़ का बना होता है? दीज आर of two types depending upon the material of which these are made up of. First one is wire bound resistors. Such type of resistors are made up of wires. ये wires के बने होते हैं, और किस मटेरियल का वायर हमें लेना है? These wires are made up of alloy. कौन कौन से alloy हम यूज करते हैं? मैंगनीज, कॉन्स्टेनन एंड नाइक्रोम. These are made up of alloy wire. When alloy wire are wound, these give wire bound resistor. What is the advantage of such type of resistors? These are insensitive to temperature because the resistivity of such materials changes negligibly with increase in temperature. ये सभी materials क्या हैं? alloy हैं. तो alloy का जो resistivity होता है वो बहुत कम change होता है temperature के साथ. So it is the advantage of using wire bound resistor that these are insensitive to temperature. But one drawback, of using such type of resistor, that large length is required to make the high resistance. Suppose अभी मैंने आपको एग्जांपल दिया कि हमें 5 ओम का रजिस्टर अगर सर्किट में लगाना है तो हम एक स्पेसिफिक लेंथ का जो है वायर लेंगे सपोज, और वो हमें 5 ओम रजिस्टर दे रहा है. लेकिन अगर हम मान लो 10 ओम का रजिस्टर इंट्रोड्यूस करना चाहते हैं, देन वी हैव टू इंक्रीज इट्स लेंथ ट्वाइस. तभी प्रोवाइडेड एरिया ऑफ क्रॉस सेक्शन एंड मटेरियल इज सेम, हमें उसका लेंथ डबल करना पड़ेगा, तब वो हमें डबल रेजिस्टेंस देगा. अगर हम रेजिस्टेंस और भी ज़्यादा बढ़ाना चाहते हैं तो हमें और ज़्यादा वायर का लेंथ रिक्वायर्ड रहेगा. सो इट विल मेक इट्स बल्की. नेक्स्ट वन इज कार्बन रेजिस्टर. दी रेजिस्टर्स, high resistors, or you can say large resistors, resistors having large resistances cannot be made up of wires. Why? Because these will use wires of larger length. So these are made up of carbon black, clay and resin, which are pressed and then molded into cylindrical rods by heating. The rods are enclosed in a ceramic or plastic jacket. So these carbon resistors are very compact resistors. These are very easy and easy to operate. These are very cheap also. See here, I have drawn a symbol of carbon resistor, and how we will measure its value. Its value is shown with the help of a code over it. Actually 4 rings are there over the carbon resistor. These 4 rings are of different colors. It is called color coding. So what do you mean by color coding? Color coding means with the help of these colored rings we can find out the resistance offered by this carbon resistor. तो हम इन colored rings की help से इस resistor का resistance कैसे find out करेंगे? How this color coding is decoded? See here, each resistor may have 3 or 4 lines. See here, this resistor has 4 lines. या तो 3 lines हो सकती हैं या 4 lines हो सकती हैं. Suppose I had taken 4 line first. So suppose it has 4 lines, and suppose first line is blue, second line is red. Sorry, first line is of black color. Second line is of red color, third line is of blue color, and fourth line is made up of silver color. So 4 lines are drawn. First is of black, second is of red, third is of blue, and fourth one is silver. अब हम इसको decode कैसे करेंगे? इसको decode करने के लिए we have to memorize a table. See here, this table is I will tell you very easy method to remember this table. Here various numbers are assigned to different colors. For example, if black ring is there, we will give it number 0, brown number 1, red number 2, orange number 3, yellow number 4, green number 5. तो हर कलर को एक नंबर असाइन किया. You have to memorize which number is assigned to which color. इसके लिए बहुत ही ईजी है, हमें ये सीक्वेंस लर्न करना है. अगर ये सीक्वेंस हमें लर्न हो जाता है तो काउंटिंग तो हम कैसे दे रहे हैं, 0 to 9 दे रहे हैं. तो कलर सीक्वेंस लर्न करने के लिए वी कैन रिकॉल इट एज BB Roy, Great Boy, Very Good Wallet. See here, BB Roy, B for black, B for brown, R for red, O for orange, Y for yellow, G for green, B for blue, V for violet, G for grey, and W for white. So this sequence of colors you can easily learn by using this line, by remembering this line, BB Roy, Great Boy, Very Good Wallet. एंड नंबर्स आपके किस सीक्वेंस में जाएंगे, फ्रॉम 0 to 9. अब हमें कलर भी पता लग गए, नंबर भी पता लग गए. अब हम रिंग्स के साथ इन नंबर्स को किस तरह से असाइन करेंगे. सी हियर इन दैट एग्जाम्पल और इन दैट डायग्राम आई हैव टेकन फर्स्ट लाइन एज ब्लैक, सेकेंड एज रेड, थर्ड एज ब्लू, एंड फोर्थ वन इज सिल्वर. सो फर्स्ट रिंग गिव्स अस फर्स्ट significant figure. So corresponding to black we'll write down number 0, corresponding to red we'll write down number 2, and corresponding to blue we'll write down number 6. So first ring gives us first significant figure, second ring gives second significant figure, third ring gives multiplier of 10, और यू कैन से इट गिव्स अस पावर ऑफ 10. सी हियर थर्ड कलर जो है हमारे पास कौन सा है, ब्लू. ब्लू के कोरस्पॉन्डिंग नंबर क्या आ रहा है 6, लेकिन ये कौन से प्लेस पर है, ये थर्ड प्लेस पर है. तो थर्ड प्लेस पर जो भी रिंग होगा वो हमें क्या देगा, वो हमें देगा पावर ऑफ 10. इट मीन्स 10 raised to power 6. And fourth ring gives us tolerance, and tolerance for silver is 10%, tolerance for gold is 5%, silver is 10%, and if no color is there then tolerance is 20%. no color means अगर आपके पास fourth ring है ही नहीं, सिर्फ 3 rings हैं, तो आप वैल्यू कैसे लिखेंगे, प्लस माइनस 20%. सो द वैल्यू ऑफ रजिस्टर हमने डी कोड कर लिया. कितना आंसर आया हमारा, 0.2 into 10 to the power 6 plus minus 10%. Let us do one more example. Suppose we have a resistor having 4 colors or 4 bands as yellow, violet, brown and gold. तो corresponding to yellow we are having 4, violet के corresponding हमारे पास 7 है, 47, brown हमारे पास जो है that corresponds to 1, लेकिन ये 1 क्या होगा हमारे पास, power of 10, so 10 to the power 1, and tolerance is 5%, so plus minus 5%. so answer will be 47 into 10 raised to power 1 plus minus 5%. so here what do we mean by tolerance? tolerance का मतलब है कि हमारा जो वैल्यू है रजिस्टर का वो कितना परसेंट जो है हमारा प्लस हो सकता है और कितना परसेंट माइनस हो सकता है. मीन्स एक्चुअली इट गिव्स अ रेंज इन बिटवीन विच द वैल्यू ऑफ गिवन रजिस्टर लाई. See here, one more thing I want to say, that in some cases it may happen that third ring may also have gold or silver color. वैसे तो gold और silver कहाँ आता है हमारे पास, fourth ring में आता है. fourth ring हमेशा सिर्फ 2 ही कलर्स का होगा, इधर gold होगा और silver होगा या फिर कोई कलर नहीं होगा. कई बार थर्ड रिंग जो है वो भी गोल्ड या सिल्वर का हो सकता है. तो थर्ड रिंग में तो हमने पढ़ा है, थर्ड रिंग हमें क्या देता है, मल्टीप्लायर ऑफ 10. तो यहाँ पर भी गोल्ड और सिल्वर का हो अगर है तब भी वो हमें मल्टीप्लायर ही देगा. बट वी हैव टू कीप इन माइंड दैट इफ इट इज मेड अप ऑफ गोल्ड इट विल गिव 10 to the power -1, and if it is of silver then it will give 10 to the power -2. So students, it is all about for today's lecture. I hope you had understood this lecture. Have a nice day.